Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a different type of video, one that I have yet to ever do on my channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, then give it a like and leave me a comment saying you want to see more of these videos. If you do not, just let me know and I won't put any more up if you guys don't like them. But anyway, I'm going to read you guys a story I wrote back in 2011. I used to want to write stories. I still do. It's just I don't have as many ideas as I used to. Back then I had a ton of ideas, and I actually have written multiple short stories and written out a comic book. And I started a book, but I never finished it. So I have a lot of ideas, and they never ended up where I wanted them to end up. So I'm going to read the story. Anyway, please do not use this because it is my story. Please do not use this story as your own. These characters are my characters that I made up. They're in no way anyone else's ideas. So, anyway, just to let you guys know, there is some cursing in this story because the character is kind of like rude and vulgar. But I'm just letting you guys know in advance, just in case you're too young, and you should exit out this video if you're probably under 13. Anyway. Just so you know, when I read this, I will be acting as the main character, but I am in no way like the main character. There are plenty of people that have written stories about main characters that are not anything like them. So just to inform you, before I read this, I don't want to get any hate because the character is very rude. I did write this in a different perspective than my own. Even up my computer in case you guys see me looking down. I haven't read it in a while, so I don't have any of it memorized. So yeah, the story is called Ogre and the Bitch, for lack of a better title at the time. I have not edited it since I wrote it in 2011, so this is the title I gave it back then, and I wrote it for my creative writing class that I took back then. I look around and somehow we appear to be behind a register counter. I'm not sure how we even got here, but we are here. I sit around confused for a moment, and then I look up with curiosity and a need to explore. Ow! I hit my head on the phone above me. Smart one, Jess, Ryan says as he stares with a look of disappointment. Abby just giggles in the background. Thanks for asking me if I was okay, I say as I roll my eyes. You know, all those worry lines are going to give you mad wrinkles. Sigh. Ryan rolls his eyes and shakes his head side to side. He should say thank you. That's some good advice, and as I can see, he definitely needs it. He definitely needs to take it. I roll my eyes back. We slowly stand up, hoping no one is there. Quickly, I glance around and see the room seems endless. Wow. I look to my right and see rows and rows of metal piling up endlessly. Technology everywhere, buttons upon buttons upon buttons, all blinking shades of reds and greens. A slight humming coming from each of them. Then an overwhelming heavenly aroma whips me around before I can even think to move. And I see the most mind-blowing sight I've ever seen. An endless wall of scrumptious baked goods. Without thinking, I run to the wall and grab anything my greedy little palms can carry. Yummy. Hey Jess, you might not want to touch that. You don't know what kind of thing owns this place. Then again, you really don't need it either way. Brian laughs as he looks over to Abby for a reaction. She is too mesmerized with thousands of blinking lights to notice. I roll my eyes knowing that he is right, but I really don't care. I want them all. Let's see who's going to try to stop me. I giggle. This place looks deserted anyhow, so stop your worrying. Remember those wrinkle lines? I sing. I look over at Ryan, whose eyes are so wide they look as if they will pop out at any moment. Ryan taps Abby on her shoulder and her body immediately turns around. As soon as her eyes lock upon mine, they widen even more than his. Shit, what's wrong with these damn goofs? I'm not that chunky. The ground begins to shake below me. I lose my balance and fall to the ground. Ow! I try to stand up and the shaking continues. Earthquake! Who you? And why you touch my treats? The overpowering voice cracks my eardrums. I stand up and turn around. I now have a giant hairy belly button staring at me. I back up and look up to see this giant ogre-like woman. She has long wavy blonde hair with streaks of neon reds and greens randomly placed. She is hunched over and staring at me. Wow, I look back at Ryan. And you said I needed to lay off the sweets? Look at this one right here, I say as I pointed back to the ogre. Gosh, if I ever let myself go like that. I shake my head in disapproval. What you say, tiny girl? Girl, you just insult Bethany? And quick disclaimer, when I wrote this, I didn't even know who Bethany was. Bethany Moda, who's on YouTube. This is nowhere related to her. It's just a name I picked for the ogre. Her voice bouncing around in my ears like a game of Pong. I see Ryan and Abby holding their ears to block out the noise. You heard me, Bethany. You're fat. You do not need those treats. I point towards the endless wall. You have plenty. Let me have some, capiche? Ryan lightly leans his hand against his forehead and whispers to Abby, her big mouth is going to get us killed. How stupid can she be? Hey, I heard that! I yell as I turn away from the ogre once more. I'm not stupid, I'm just honest. Sheesh. You girl, don't look away! Bethany growls like a hungry lion about to pounce on fresh meat. Yeah, well, like I said, let me have some of your treats and I will be on my merry little way. I speak as slowly as I possibly can so that she understands me. What? Her anger is rising with every second. Are you stupid? Well, I guess I have to speak ogre, I yell, just as she has been doing. Maybe this time she'll hear me. You no need treats. You fat. You got plenty. Let me have some, and I be nice to you. I mock, trying my hardest not to giggle. She wasn't very happy about that. She grabs me around the neck and hoists me 11 feet into the air. I squirm and slither, but it is no use. She will not let go. Ugh, I guess I have to play nice with this big freak. I roll my eyes and get into my play nice mode, which is extremely difficult. Okay, I cough. How about we make a deal? I say, as I struggle to breathe. She places me on the ground and looks down to me. What's this deal, you say? I help you fix that ratty nest of hair on your head, and you help me and my friends get out of here, and give me some of these delicious treats as a going away present. I smile, waiting for her to respond. Oh, you fix hair? You kill frizz? Her eyes light up. Yes, I will fix your hair. You make Bethany pretty again? I want to be pretty again. I wouldn't go that far. Okay, we make deal. You fix hair now. I let you and your friends go with treats. Wow, I didn't expect that to work. My friends and I follow the ogre. Her heavy feet stomp over and over again, knocking all three of us down a few times. We walk up to the giant computer screen and the ogre sits down in an enormous hair salon chair. She presses a big red button and the screen plays a slideshow of different hairstyling tools. She stops the slideshow on a basic flat iron. I want silky hair like yours, she says as she presses a smaller red button. The giant computer crackles and then poof, there it is, a human-sized version of the flat iron on the screen. The girl uses a big box to pick out stuff to fix hairs. The ogre smiles, her one enormous yellow tooth glistens. Holy crap, that is amazing. We need to make a new deal. Ryan and Abby are just watching me and whispering to each other, rolling their eyes once more. New deal? She growls into my face. She could use a breath mint. Yes, new deal. Instead of the cakes, I would like a giant computer. You make me pretty again, and I give you big box. She grabs my body and shakes. The deal is made. I scroll through the screen, thinking of all the future possibilities as I look for the product I already use on my hair. I select it, and poof, a human-sized frizz-reducing serum appears. You forgot ladder. She selects the ladder and appears out of nowhere, just like the other two items. Ladder. Ugh, I guess it's worth it. I grab a strand and place the flat iron on top of it. As I move down the strand, I make my way down the ladder. Gosh, this is going to take forever. 8 hours later. Finally, gosh, I yell and wake up Ryan and Abby, who are sleeping on the floor. Let's see. She bounces out of her chair, shaking the floor once more. She walks over to a giant mirror. Ooh, I like. Now let me curl you. You're kidding me, right? Your big crusty hands will never lay a hand on my perfect hair. I toss my hair into the air and run my fingers through it. I curl you hair, or you no leave, or get big box. She yells once more, almost shattering my eardrums. Fine, fine. You better not mess it up or you'll have to give me your treats and the giant computer. I say as I point at the ogre. I sit down in the giant chair. Comfy. Just as I rest my arms, metal bands clamp around them and my legs. Wait, what is this? I yell as I try to panic to break free. Let me go, you stupid beast. As soon as the last word rolls off my tongue, my body begins to shake. My skin feels like it's going to tear right off as my arms extend. My tiny belly grows large, exposing my now hairy belly button. My hair grows long, wavy, and frizzy. I go to open my mouth and all my pearly white teeth fall into my palms. I fight to get free, but the metal bands have expanded. I watch down at my feet as they grow bigger and bigger until my shoes burst. My big toenails turn greenish brown as the rest of them fall to the ground. What is this? What's happening? I watch before me as Bethany's body shrinks. Her once ogre-like frame matches or even looks better than how mine used to look. Her long silky blonde hair falls over her shoulders. You see, Jess, I was under a spell because I was too greedy. I was just like you when I came here a long time ago. Greedy. I wanted more and more and everything. I was rude to everyone, including the witch who owned this place. All I needed to do was find someone who's greedier than me to take my place. And darling, you are the greediest of them all. So, the spell is gone, and I am back to the way I was when I first arrived here. And you? Well, you are now the owner of this place. You can have everything here. It is all yours. But you cannot leave this place, and you are stuck in your current state. Bethany unlocks the metal bands on my wrists and legs. She runs along with my friends back to the register. She presses a few buttons on the phone, and just like that, they vanish. Gone. I walk over to the full-length mirror beside the computer. I look at my hunched back, crusty skin, giant belly, frizzy hair, and I start to cry. I look down at my giant feet and see that the 2 toenails I have left have turned black. I cry into my clammy hands. What have I done? How this now be me? I look again in the mirror, wishing that I could change the way I have acted. Knock, knock, knock. I hear a knocking noise from above. It is overwhelming. My giant body begins to shake. Jess, sweetie, it's time to wake up. My mom knocks heavily on my door once more. I sit up, open my eyes to my pink walls and prom pictures and all my things. My beautiful, beautiful things. Thank God it was only a dream. That is my story that I wrote back in 2011. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know the character didn't really learn her lesson, and that's kind of the point in my stories. I like to have like a reverse type of ending, if that makes any sense. So it's not like what you're gonna think it's gonna end like. And I could have gone further with the story, but at the time I think it had to be like 10 pages double space, and it ended up being 5 single spaced pages. So, like I said, I am not the character in any way, so please don't hate me for what I said. This is just a story that I wrote. I actually mainly based it on how mean the girls in high school were. Actually, they weren't too mean to me in high school. I would say middle school and elementary school, they were more like this. They were very rude, and they had snotty attitudes, and this is the complete opposite of how I am as a person. But I'm able to read off the characters as they would, because just reading it, I've watched multiple shows with rude people in them, so it's something I can portray, even though I am in no way like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, click that like button if you enjoyed. Let me know down below how you felt besides that as well, and if you guys want to see more of these stories. I have plenty, some of them shorter, some of them longer, some of them unfinished, so it's up to you guys if you want to see any more of them. So as you guys know, I am a painter as well, so eventually if you guys want to see me do a painting video, just let me know. I currently haven't painted anything in quite some time. I did post on Instagram a painting I did for my brother. It was a Dragon Ball Z painting. If you guys want to see that, my Instagram is right in one of these areas right here. That's it. See you guys later.